Hello and welcome to Warblog. Today we're looking at the Marawi Crisis, which is in the southern Filipino island of Mindanao. It's based around the city here. So let's sort of go into, just have a look at the unit schedule. So we've got police, FA-50 Fighting Eagles, 103rd, which sort of gets it in the beginning, and then some reinforcements from the 1st Division, some mechanised, unspecified mechanised units, and some more 1st Division, some Marines. Then we've got the mortar regulars. So the mortar regulars are pretty much a Islamic group, also known as the Islamic State of Lanao. The former Mora Islamic Liberation Front guerrillas. So there's quite a bit of sort of background on this. They previously had some sort of skirmishes in Butig, which is a scenario. But anyway, what sort of happened recently is they're trying to establish sort of a base for themselves, i.e. take over this whole island. Now this seems to be a more significant city, Davao City, and as you'll notice everything's called a city, like Malabele City, Dapitan City. I'm pretty sure that they're not all cities, they just called them cities for some reason. Valencia City, Cotabato City, Kidapawan City, etc, etc. I was looking for one that's sort of, look here, there you go, Isabella City and Lamitan City. I mean, you know, unless this is sort of like an incredible metropolis, it's not, it's all just covered in jungle and mountainous, hilly jungles. So they're probably just villages. Anyway, so they basically start off, there's 500 of these Mort irregulars, as I'm going to call them, basically move into here. Now what we've got in here is the 103rd 103rd Brigade, and in this instance a motorised infantry company, but basically some troops from the 103rd Brigade. We've also got the police. I was going to do the police there initially on their own, and they basically get attacked by about 500 of these units, and that's quite a lot really. So I don't know how they're going to fare to start off with, but once they sort of take bits of the city out, I mean, I could have done this, you know, as more of a city thing, but I've done it this way. Nothing else here is really supposed to be sort of significant, but you've got police units down here, so you might want to think about, well, what would they have done? They get some Marines, they appear here, and the reinforcements appear here, which I'm presuming is, if not a road connection, it's not land, but I think there might be a bridge and or sea and or some sort of connectivity. You know, ferry or something like that. But anyway, they appear there in a few turns, so we should be able to get through some of this. They start off, the Philippines have sort of declared martial law, and they carry out some sort of strategic airstrikes, and frustratingly enough, it's the wrong way around, so I'll have to flip it round, swap the turn order around. So basically they attack that. Now because they're regulars and there's 3 of them and they're up to 4, there'll be a 15 to 4, so it'll be about 4 to 1. Is there any chance of that gives me a 20% bonus. So, look at that. It's a 1-to-1. So that that wasn't very good. I should have brought these units in as well. Not good. So anyway, they're battling on the outskirts. Doesn't matter whether we get it historically correct. And these units here are going to, well, they're going to attempt to join the fray. Okay, so that's that. Right, so the Philippines. Let's see, they get some reinforcements there now. I'm not sure what the police are going to do. I think they're just going to sit there. Well, we might as well try and attack. Well, before we do that, let's see what our FA-50s can do. .9. Yes, pilot all onto the same one. 0.1. So grand total of 1 damage. Okay, well that was lucky. They got a DR on that, forcing them back, but they don't lose any. They lost the depression on that, which is interesting. So the Mort irregulars have failed in their sort of attack on the city, so they've got some movement. 3. No, he's all moved up for that. So they're coming along. So that was uncomfortable for them, but now they should have a lot more. That's interesting. 2 to 1. It took them all of that. Why is that 2 to 1? Because that's, look at that, how tight that was. That was 30, 1.6, 2.4. It was 2.4 versus 2.2. That was 0.2 away from a 3 to 1. But they got the 2-2, and I suspect they didn't have anywhere to retreat. Now that reflects the pounding that they got, and so they are now in there. Okay. Now I didn't expect that. I wonder why he only got that far this time. He had 1, 2. Alright. Oh, they can only move 2. Okay. And there's some more units over here, look. And some there. Ha! Well, that was a blow. And this was that. So that unit there is now 1.6. 1.6, 1.4, and 2. So they've taken some damage. It's still not particularly convincing. Okay, well, the Mort who needs roads? not depressed, so he's going to actually do what I think the irregulars are sort of good at, and he's going to spoil. So I'm going to put him there and sort of block that road. They're all going to sit in there. So there's some Marines over here. Okay. Well, air power I think is going to have to come down here. Push it up to 1.5. Okay. Well, you can sort of sit there. He can go 1, 2. He'll sort of stay there, I think, because this unit could either land here and be a pain. It doesn't really matter. But if he comes down here, we don't want him getting through there without a fight. So that sort of blocks that. That blocks that. There's no real threats down here. We're happily recovering. And so what do we got? 0.6, 0.4, 1, 0.6. So we'll end that turn. They're now digging in. I think the Philippines need a little more power behind them. 0.8, 1.8. Okay. Three to 1. DR. Okay, well he sort of just turns it. It's the warp turn. Why can't you move? Okay. Well, it's probably going to try and land there, if anywhere. So we'll sit in there. He's got 1.8 depression, so he's just going to sit there. Try some more air power on this. Nearly coming up to 15 minutes. Okay. So we can get a final push against this unit. Well, that's that. So I think I've also got to sort the first turn order out, and I think we'll power up the Philippine units a bit. But interesting situation in the Philippines. I'll speak to you later. Bye.